Hey guys, Justin here of Figatech, and with the recent release of the Xiaomi Mi 11, we thought it'd be interesting to have a camera comparison with the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, as the two phones are equipped with pretty powerful camera specs. So if you're curious how these phones fare, then just stick right there. Now before we begin, here's a quick rundown of the Mi 11 and the S21 Ultra's camera specs. At the back, the Mi 11 sports a triple camera module consisting of a 108-megapixel sensor with PDAF and OIS, a 13-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 5-megapixel macro lens. On the other hand, the Galaxy S21 Ultra is equipped with a quad-cam setup that's composed of a 108-megapixel ISOCELL HM3 main sensor, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, a 10-megapixel 10x telephoto lens, and a 10-megapixel 3x telephoto lens. On their respective notches reside a 20-megapixel shooter for Xiaomi and a 40-megapixel sensor for Samsung. Alright, let's check out our first set of photos. These were taken with the normal mode, and as you can see, both phones did a pretty good job at taking backlit shots. But you can definitely see that the Mi 11's shot is more vibrant compared to the S21 Ultra. Plus, the shadows look better too. Now when we zoom in to 10 times, this is where the S21 Ultra outshines the Mi 11. As you can see, the S21 Ultra produced a more clear and detailed shot. And noticeably, the colors are more accurate too. Now let's take it up a notch at 30 times zoom. Well, here the S21 Ultra still takes the cake. We see some loss of details from the Mi 11, while the one from the S21 Ultra still looks sharp. Similar to the first photos, the Mi 11 produces more vibrant colors here compared to the S21 Ultra. Now taking a look at these ultra-wide shots, it's apparent that the S21 Ultra has a wider coverage compared to the Mi 11. You can also see some minimal distortion between these two shots, but we think the S21 Ultra did a better job with the overall quality. Here's when we used both their 108-megapixel lens. Utilizing both phones' 108-megapixel lens, we're giving it again to Samsung for having a clear and definitive shot. You can definitely see the difference between the two, especially when you look at the leaves as well as the crevices of the buildings. Now in these photos of a pebble chair, I must say both phones did a good job, but we can see that the Mi 11 has a more vibrant color, as you can see from the greens. Moving on to HDR, at first glance, it seems like these shots have no difference at all. But if you look carefully and zoom in on the Mi 11's shot, you can definitely tell that the Mi 11 produced a sharper photo compared to the S21 Ultra. The Kaya and Cinnabon signage also look more prominent and bright on the Mi 11. Next up, here are close-up shots of my iced coffee without any portrait mode. As you can see, on normal mode, the Mi 11 gives a subtle depth effect that actually looks nice. But if you're not a fan of that, then you'd appreciate the S21 Ultra. Now here's when the portrait modes are used. Notice how the S21 Ultra gives off a more natural bokeh compared to the Mi 11. Plus, the subject stood out better. You can even see the outline of the ice cubes. The highlights on the background are also less overblown on the S21 Ultra. I guess it goes without saying that in these macro shots, the Mi 11 takes the cake. Here we have a rear portrait shot of the night. In this case, the S21 Ultra has greater depth compared to the Mi 11, but personally we think that the bokeh on the Mi 11 looks more natural. In these two photos, both phones produced nearly the same results, with only the white balance being different. The Mi 11 tends to lean more on the cooler side, while the S21 Ultra looks warmer. Taking a look at selfies, here's me. Before we dive in, let me first show you the normal selfie on the Mi 11 without tapping the focus. And here's the one with focus tapped on the subject. Honestly, the quality of the selfies look great on these two phones, but the selfie on the S21 Ultra looks more detailed and sharp, as you can see from the strands of my hair. In these portrait selfies, I'm giving it again to the S21 Ultra as the depth effect looks more natural. The bokeh on the Mi 11 looks like there's a teeny bit of a glow on the edges, making it look a bit artificial. However, in this set of selfies, my skin tone looks more natural on the Mi 11. Taking a look at night shots, here's a reference with their night modes turned off. Between the two, there's noticeably more noise on the S21 Ultra compared to the Mi 11. However, more details were captured on the S21 Ultra, as you can see on the lights reflected on the cars below. Now here's when we utilize their night modes. Well, both phones did a pretty great job, and they look sharp. But just like earlier, the shots on the S21 Ultra are more peppered with noise compared to the Mi 11. Moving forward, before we get this over with, let's quickly check their video quality. Here are 4K videos shot with the two phones. Just a quick note, there's no way to disable stabilization on the S21 Ultra. The video quality of both phones look great, but I think you'd agree with me that the Mi 11 look a tad bit better. Plus, the stabilization is better too even with the super steady mode off. Here's when we use the Steady Video Pro mode on the Mi 11 and with the stabilization on the S21 Ultra. Well, clearly the Mi 11 stands out. I like that it appeared like I'm holding a gimbal despite panning swiftly with just holding the phone. This can be really good for vlogging. Alright, we've finally reached our conclusion part, and hello if you skipped the video just to officially know which one is the winner. We're all guilty, don't worry. So with all that, I have to say that it's a bit of a tie between the two, although the S21 Ultra had a higher score in most categories. Clearly, most photos from it came out more clear and definitive compared to the Mi 11. Nonetheless, when it comes to low light, macro, and video recording quality, the Mi 11 surely takes the cake. Now that's all said and done, the only thing we have to consider now is the price. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is priced at 69,990 pesos for the 12GB plus 256GB variant. Then there's the 79,990 pesos for the 16GB plus 512GB option. Meanwhile, the Mi 11 is only priced at 36,990 pesos for the 8GB plus 256GB variant. If you're really serious about photography and you have the budget to go all out, then get the S21 Ultra. But if you want something that's a little more budget-friendly and if you're not too nitpicky, plus you want great video quality, then cop the Xiaomi Mi 11. Either way, both phones are worth your money. And that's pretty much it, guys. Personally, which one do you think has better cameras? Are you Team Xiaomi or Team Samsung? Share to us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and be sure to visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this is Justin, and don't forget to wash your hands and stay at home.